I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber.
Not a YouTuber, just like making videos. Sorry for the belated response, but you know, I'm under fire, you know what I mean? They're trying to nail me to the cross. They're trying to crucify me like the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in court and I have virtually no defense. And people, I'm a subject of ridicule. People are saying all types of lies and slandering me and so forth. You know, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But it only proves what I've been saying time and time again about this corner of YouTube. And now it has officially become the 9th circle of hell. So I'm sorry about the belated response. I had a whole lot to do. You know, I'm not going to put real life on hold to make a YouTube video. I know there's certain people, you know what I'm saying, they got all the time in the world to sit around and do videos. I don't. And I didn't want to just do a video on my iPod or whatever. I wanted to go and give you the complete Pinhead Blackston experience. Now, as far as that atrocious video by Monty aimed at me, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't really make tail's end of it. You know, I just had to watch the video 3 times to figure out what he was saying, because he sounded like the Tasmanian devil. He sounded like a 12-year-old kid with Tourette's syndrome. Like, if you anybody who properly analyzed that video know that he was hurt. I'm like, it looked like he was about to tear up or whatever. I'm like, I really hurt his feelings. I said something to him that got him all, you know what I'm saying, to turn on the camera, to scream inside the camera, you know. And, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he tried to give me real talk, but then he goes into the same old rigmarole, you know what I'm saying? Buying pussy off Backpage.com, you know what I mean, no life or whatever, and everything he said was just completely rudimentary, you know what I mean. It was funny. A lot of it can bounce right back onto him and so forth, like hence me not having a life. Hey, I'm not here on YouTube, you know, trying to create a team, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, he needs that team or whatever. I'm like, YouTube is his life. I'm like, this dude's stint on YouTube has been one embarrassing romp after another one, you know, and he keeps coming back. I'm like, his whole life has been exposed or whatever, but he still want to entertain these nobodies. I'm like, these people don't give a fuck about him. They don't give a fuck about me neither, so they're not, it ain't worth it. Hence, once YouTube starts to pour and infiltrate my own personal life, I'm done. I'm out, you know what I'm saying? I'm outie 5,000, you know what I mean? I'm out like a scout on a new route, you know what I mean? At that point, it's not worth it. And especially these dudes here who don't even get any views. I'm like, it's not, nobody here's the big YouTuber. Nobody would ever be big. They won't even, people in this sector won't even reach to the level of a Queasy 100 and so forth. You know, like they got, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Queasy 100's at a low level, but they can't even reach to that stratus or whatever. Now I'm going to go into some lies that this human Chucky doll, you know what I mean, has said about me, you know. And, you know, Monty went into the whole thing about, you know, I'm saying, yes, you are ugly or whatever. I'm like, this dude has hands like a Cabbage Patch doll, you know what I mean? I'm like, he is anatomically incorrect in his build or whatever. I'm like, he looks like the freaking Mortimer, you know, that pin from Picture Pages or whatever. And Monty does. I'm like, he does echo a lot of things he hears. He's like a parrot. You know what I'm saying? There's not a Promethean brain cell inside of his head. I'm tired of him just copying other people's shit. You know, like when he in that video, he was like, you bitch. You know what I mean? Sounding very similar to LA. You know what I'm saying? I remember in one video he aimed at Clifton Rainey. He says, "You're inferior to me." I'm like, that's something I would say or whatever when he took from LA Swipe. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this dude is not. He steals a lot of shit. I don't know if he's smart enough to recognize it or whatever. But yeah, I'm like, this dude ain't. I'm like, he's not that smart. He's about as sharp as a used condom. And I think one too many slip and fall accidents, he bumped the back of his head. But the real reason why Monty got his pants hurt, got his feelings hurt, because I wouldn't play with him. I didn't want to go back to his team or whatever, and so forth. I'm like, it all started like this. I'm like, you know, Monty, many times when I tried to distance myself from this guy, try to avoid him like the bubonic plague, you know, he comes crawling back to me like a lost puppy dog. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who knows me here, you know what I'm saying? I speak nothing but the truth. I have no reason to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube resume speaks for itself. So hence, who are you going to believe, me or this dude whose whole stint on YouTube has been one embarrassing debacle after another one? So that's the thing. And the thing is, you know, I tried to be cool with him. You know, he started coming over to my videos, and then I started commenting on his videos. Not that much. You know, I went on his Blog Talk Radio show to debate Azrael, and I had plans on going back. But you know what I'm saying, he completely belittled and berated Twinkie647. I'm cool with Twinkie647. You know what I'm saying, me and Twinkie, you know what I'm saying, we had a little squam or whatever in the comment section of one of my videos. You know, me and her have our differences. It's water under the bridge, but I don't think that she deserved to be screamed on the way Monty is. You know what I'm saying? Monty is a maniacal madman or whatever. And so at that point I said, man, I gotta stay away from this dude. You know, I'm like, Monty is a vortex of negative energy. You know what I'm saying? He's like the nothing in the ever, you know, in that movie, The Never Ending Story. He's like the nothing there. And I don't think Monty's smart enough to just sit back and analyze his channel and see what he's here for. I'm like, his whole channel, it's all beat fits. And then once every month he'll come out with a Pimp Long Balls or do some sort of skit and say, hey, look at all the views I got on this skit. But you know what I'm saying, he's not, you know, that's not going to keep his, you know what I'm saying, his engine revved up. You know what I mean? He has a compulsive disorder where he just constantly make videos and make videos and make videos and then throw people under the bus. If you look at his track record, you know, all the people that he slandered, that he tried to expose or whatever, a lot of people were people that was cool with him, that backed him up. I'm like, this dude's a problem child. This is a fucking despicable human being. You know, I'm like, I can't. Words can't describe how I feel about Monty, man. I'm like, this dude is trash. You know what I mean? That video he did to me is trash. The majority of his channel is trash. Like, he contradicts himself, and he's a big, you know what I'm saying, he's a big fat hypocrite, you know, or whatever. But I'm like, just look at him. I'm like, this is a dude of complete deplorable morals, you know. And that's the reason why I wanted to distance myself, you know what I'm saying? Because this dude caused these problems in his past. The thing is, don't get involved with Monty. Never, not on any level. That's why the members of the Wood Grain, you know, they hide their faces. Like, take Rogue Archer. Rogue Archer used to make videos where he showed his face. You know, the inside of his house. As soon as he became Wood Grain, you know what I mean? He's just a dark space right now. You know what I mean? He's just there. You know what I mean? He doesn't show, because he doesn't want his image, you know what I'm saying, attached to Monty or whatever. You know, same thing with Reef. Now, Reef used to talk under a black screen, but there were times where he did actually show his face. He's not going to do it now. And then on his boxing channel or whatever, I'm like, he sits on the couch and shows his face because he's appealing to a different audience. You know, everybody knows this corner of YouTube is nothing but a guilty pleasure. You know what I'm saying? A person would have to be idiot to show their face on camera and want to associate themselves with Monty like that. You know what I mean? Or be a team member. So let's ask Monty why he has and in Killer Park, he lives close to certain members of his team, but they can't do a video together. They can't just do a video where they're sitting on a couch or doing something, or a Pip Longball skit. You know, he can't get any member of his team, you know, the one that lives directly in his city, to do a video with him. I'm like, that's pretty nuts. I would love to talk to a Wood Grain member personally and see how they really feel about this dude. I'm like, come on. And that's another reason why he wants to get me down, because, you know what I'm saying, I make striking videos. You know what I'm saying? Well, I make videos while I get right here on camera. You know, I have a strong presence. But since I won't play ball with him, and then, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of things started, like, he'll sit up there and say that, oh, people are just tired of my shit. Yeah, no, of me talking down to him, me being, you know what I'm saying, very braggadocio or whatever. I'm like, no, nobody's more braggadocio than Monty himself. I'm like, in Monty's video where he's giving Tommy Sotomayor virtual fellatio, I'm like, he said that in my world, broke nigger, shut the fuck up. How many times does Monty look down, flash money in the camera or whatever? You know, if that's not being boastful, I don't know what is. I just say stuff that I'm just real intelligent. I'm the master debater. A lot of that stuff's for show. It's like when David Carl said he's the intellectual juggernaut, you know, or when or most of these guys talk about they're the roast king. You know what I'm saying? LA came out with a video saying that's why he's cocky. You know, Kevin says that he's a 6th, 7th level genius or something that. So that's the thing. I'm like, nobody's going to take me seriously when I said that I'm literally looking down and say, hey, y'all, you guys are a bunch of idiots or whatever. I'm like, it's just, when you've been, you know what I'm saying, I've earned my battle scars, you know what I mean? I get in front of camera, I debate people or whatever, got roasted or whatever. So yeah, I have a right. And sometimes it's kind of like a thing, it's a psychological thing. You know, so when people, you know what I'm saying, try to bruise my ego, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, then I come back, you know what I'm saying, and I try to reinforce, you know what I'm saying, or boost my own ego, you know what I mean, go above and beyond. So yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying, that has something to do with psychology, you know what I'm saying, if, you know what I'm saying, if people understand that. So no, that wasn't what that was about. But the trolls started coming once I went on the TRS show. Once I went on that show, and you know what I'm saying, if you see my video, what's that? What's the name of it? The head crab in charge. The video that I made directly, the first video I made directly after I went on the TRS show, I get a bunch of negative down votes and a bunch of trolls, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you just check the video, you know what I'm saying? That's too much of a coincidence, and so forth. And then Monty says that when I was talking about how he made a comment that he's down with Tommy Sotomayor, you know what I mean? He says, don't worry about what I'm doing, pussy, you're jealous, hardest, and all this other shit. I'm like, no. But then he's worried about what I'm doing when he says that I'm on the TRS show. So why the hell is he worried about what I'm doing? Hell, I'm not. Monty started it with me. You see what I mean? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He said the trolls, if you follow the trail of trolls, you don't have to be a Columbo to understand they go back to Monty. You know what I'm saying? They're belittling me and they're giving Monty praise or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Especially in that last putrid video he did about me, same trolls or whatever giving him praise and trying to slander me. So I'm like, come on. I'm like, and I thought Monty didn't do trolls, you know. But I guess he do trolls when they're on his side or whatever. I'm like, Monty, he's just a big contradiction. Just like he says that he's talks about Tyrone Thompson stalking Tommy Sotomayor, but then he's stalking Tyrone Thompson. And what did he say about Tommy Sotomayor? You know, he said, you know what I'm saying, but when he's defending Tommy, he says, if you go after Tommy, you're taking another black man down. Like, this dude doesn't stand by his own idioms. So we can say that, hey, if you're going to try to take down Tyrone, you're taking down another black man or whatever. I'm like, what is this dude's obsession with bringing down Tyrone? I'm like, Tommy already has that handled or whatever, you know. And then he mentioned something about Lessons to Ball, about why I don't know, something like that. First of all, Lessons to Ball came at me first. He has a video with my name in the title. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say anything bad about him, but I fired back. You know, I just made a comment back to him, but I'm not going to dedicate a video to Lessons to Ball. I'm not going to sit up there and do 15 videos on this guy back to back and try to find out his personal information. You know what I mean? I'm like, this Monty is he's the snitch. He's a YouTube snitch. I'm like, what dude sits up there and tries to read off personal information for the enjoyment of strangers? That's all we do. We're appealing to strangers. Nobody takes this corner of YouTube seriously. I get that. Nobody takes me seriously. So hence, when the trolls are slandering me, I don't even fucking take that seriously. Like Freddy Krueger says, most of YouTube doesn't like me or whatever. Most of YouTube don't even know me. You know what I mean? And the main dudes are slandering me are the Tommy fans. And, you know what I'm saying, are faceless trolls. And these trolls can be one person or whatever. You know, I'm like, the thing is with me, I can disappear from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? People will probably forget me in a month, maybe 2 months. They'll be like, you know, Pinhead who? But someone like Monty, you know what I'm saying? Tommy has those videos, you know what I'm saying, where Monty's, you know what I mean, cussed out his little daughter, called her a bitch, showed guns or whatever. And these videos are still up. They still get views, and they're there. So Monty will forever be embedded as kind of like a YouTube dunce. Just go check out these videos. I understand that Tommy has videos giving Monty praise when Monty goes out and does his dirty work for him. You know what I'm saying? Acts like a good little an attack dog, but he still got those videos where he's making money off of them and so forth. These videos ain't going nowhere. You know, or someone can make a video about me, what they're going to get, like 500 views at the most. But now Tommy's a big name, you know what I mean? Videos are sitting at around 50,000 to 100,000 views, you know, where he's talking about Monty, you know what I mean? We got Monty's image there. You know, he's making money off of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he's completely playing Monty as a fool. And the thing is, Tommy Sotomayor gave birth to Monty twice. You know what I'm saying? Monty made a name for himself from going at Tommy Sotomayor. You know, and then Monty had to be born again, you know what I'm saying, when he lost public favor, you know what I'm saying, by jumping on Tommy Sotomayor's coattail. One man gave birth to a dude twice. And you know what I'm saying? And Monty can't take, he needs a team, especially when going at me. He needs some kind of team, or a team of trolls or whatever, because there's no way this dude can mentally spar with me. You know, because I'm like, he can't take abuse. I'm like, look at his, like when we talk about thumbs up and thumbs down, I'm like, any of his videos that got a bunch of negative down votes, he take the ratings off. You know, so I don't do that. I think I only did that to one video, and I'm meaning to go back and undo the ratings or whatever. I just didn't have time. But you know, you see me, I get negative down votes, whatever, because I don't care. Yeah, as I said, this corner of YouTube at this point, just you can't take it seriously to worry about down votes. And the thing is with me, I don't get that many up votes anyway. I'll get like 9 up votes and 1 down vote. So therefore, if I get stormed by trolls and get 20 down votes, it'll seem, you know what I'm saying, it'll seem bigger than what it is. As in, you take someone like Tommy, who's going to get like, I don't know, 1,500, you know what I'm saying, or 15,000 up votes, and maybe get 200 down votes. You see what I mean? It's minuscule to his up votes. You see what I mean? So it's hard for a group of trolls, like let's say, you know what I'm saying, or due to multiple accounts, to really, you know what I'm saying, downvote his video, because he's going to get so many views and so many positive votes. As if it's very easy for someone who has 5, 10 accounts, whatever, and can thumb down my video, and it looks like, you know what I'm saying, I've lost public opinion or whatever. But maybe I'll make a part 2 to this video. But thanks for watching. It's Sally Forth.
I'm on YouTube.